All and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're gonna be doing our brows. I'm gonna be showing y'all how to do y'all brows, and I really only been knowing how to do my brows for like 2 months, if that. But I'm gonna still show y'all how to do them anyway. So what we're gonna do is go in with our Anastasia Beverly Hills brow wiz. I got the shade dark brown. I used to use chocolate, but it was too light. Dark brown is perfect. And it's almost gone. It's actually empty right now, and I gotta go get another one. I'm gonna get another one when I go to Ulta. But anywho, we gonna take the spoolie side and brush our brows up. I brush all my brows up, and then once I get to the curve, it's like over. Boom. Then we're gonna go in and we're gonna just curve the brows. I don't know, what is that? The curve? I don't know. We're just gonna line the bottom of the brow. But I like to line upwards, like don't bring the product down, push the product up, just because it provides more of an arch and it provides more of a snatched looking face. And then we're gonna do that to the other side. Actually, we're not about to do that right now. We're gonna do the top. So with the top, I kind of just follow the natural curve of my brow. Oop, I fucked up a little bit. I mean, messed up. When I be messing up, I be erasing it. I just erase it with my finger, and then I go in and I start over. Now this, I kind of like to add a little bit more to my brow because getting them arched so often has thinned them out. Ooh. Getting them arched so often has thinned them out, so I try to add a little bit more depth to them and definition. So now I'm just filling it in. I don't really know how to tell y'all how to do this other than following the natural arch of your brow and then knowing what you want your brows to look like. Like if you know what you want them to look like, just make them look like that. But I fill in the curve part the darkest, and then I move on to the front of the brow. And I kind of connect my brows in the middle a little bit. I don't really connect them like a unibrow, but I bring them real close together so they can be as even as possible because they're not going to look alike because that's just not something that brows do. Oop. That's just not something that brows do. So I just pull them into the center to try to make them as even as possible. And you will see that once I move on to the next brow. But y'all can watch from here. If y'all got any questions, just ask them below. And then when I update this video, I'm going to answer the questions. Period. Okay, something that I wanted to note was the way that I brought down the end of the brow a little bit just to make sure it comes to a point. Because you want to make sure it always comes to a point. Otherwise, it's going to look like painted on. And I mean, obviously, this is painted on, but we want to give as much authenticity as we can. Right here is where you see me just filling in the end and making it the darkest part of the brow, just to kind of make an ombre effect. Okay, get into it. So y'all see as I'm doing this one, I'm making the outline the darkest part so I know exactly where to fill in. And plus I'm going to apply concealer, so I want to make sure that line there is defined so it looks very precise once I clean it up with the concealer. There's really not anything different, but just pay attention to how once I'm done filling it in, I do bring them in closer together in the center to kind of match them up before I apply the concealer, so that when I conceal, I can make them as even as possible, as even as they gonna be, because they're not gonna be the same. I'm gonna keep telling y'all that they're not gonna be the same. If you can make your brows the same, then bitch, you the goat, okay? And if I tell you the goat, you really the goat, because I don't be giving out free compliments, okay? So, just get into it. Let me go right here. Ooh, hold on. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with my Morph 224 brush. This is the brush that I use for my concealer, and my Milani Perfect Match Concealer, or Conceal and Perfect Concealer. I don't know what shade it is, but I'll put it below for y'all. I'm gonna put a little dot on my hand, dip my brush in there, and I'm gonna get to lining underneath my brow just to clean up all those extra hairs or any extra lines or anything like that that I put down there and make my arch more precise. Okay, honey? It's giving conceal, don't feel, don't let it show. Okay? And you notice that I made an error. So I'm gonna go back in with my ABH brow wiz and clean it up. Because we only know imperfections, honey. It's called conceal and perfect, not the reverse, okay? And then I'm going to continue with my concealer and pull it down over to my eyelids, just to conceal my eyelids and prep them for my eyeshadow makeup, which is going to be in the next video. And if you want to see that, you're going to have to tune into Vlogmas Day 2. And trust me, honey, if you wanted to see this, you want to see that, okay? Alright, y'all, now I'm taking a dab of my foundation and adding it to that concealer to mix together, to tone down the brightness of the concealer so that when I conceal the top of my brow, it's not as harsh of a difference between my regular skin tone and my highlight tone. So that way I don't look pie face. Also, if you are just filling in your brows and not doing any eyeshadow or any other makeup, really just brows, you're going to want to use this technique instead of the concealer technique. You're going to want to mix your concealer with your foundation so that it's not that big of a difference. Alright, now we taking, hold on, I don't know what's going on. Okay, now that I'm making my final touch-ups with the brow wiz, just to fill in any mistakes that I may have made when applying the concealer. And feel free to do this as many times as you need to, honey. Y'all see this video like 17 minutes. This process is like 25. But now we're going to go in with Buffy. This is the brush that I use to blur all lines. Okay, honey? Like, this my brush. This my favorite brush. I love this little bitch. That's why her name Buffy. Okay? And we're just going to go in with her and blend it out. Just try to perfect that line underneath the brow. Make it as straight as possible. Blurring any edges that we see or any mistakes, edge lines, anything. We're blurring it all out with Buffyana, okay? Period. And we're going to do this all the way till we get to the middle. And then when you get to the middle, you're going to blend upward to kind of erase those lines that you put there. And somebody taught me this. Her name Brianna. She's been doing makeup for forever. That was my favorite makeup artist. I learned that from her. Shout out to her. I'm going to put her page in my bio, period. I mean, description, not bio. And then, yeah, so just blend it out. Also, when you're doing the upper line of your eyebrow, blend upwards, because if you blend down, it's gonna put impressions into that precise line that you've worked so hard to create. So I always blend upwards on, Well, I blend upwards anyway, so just blend up, okay? Just blend up. Don't blend down. Just blend up. Always blend up. Period. Alrighty, and again, if you're just wearing this, and no makeup, the last step I do is go in with my bigger Buffy, which is, I'll put it in the description box, but they all morph brushes, and I just blur out any lines, any defined edges, and make it all look like glowy, beautiful black honeysuckle skin, okay? And then boom, you done. But my eyelids look that highlighted because I'm about to go in with eye shadow. So boom. Oh dang, you not done. I forgot to tell y'all that you gotta go and blend in the little insides of your eyebrows so that they can be blurred and ombre. Okay, that's the most important part. Blur and ombre. Okay, don't forget. Bye. Thank y'all for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Tune in tomorrow and the rest of these Christmas days for Vlogmas. And I'm going to be seeing y'all because y'all going to be seeing me. Period. Bye.